Hey guys, welcome to the review show. My name's Austin. West Side Story is starring Ansel, Edgar, and Rachel Zegler. This is basically a story about a young Tony that spots Maria at a high school dance in 1957 in New York, and that kind of begins this feud against the Jets and the Sharks. I don't remember the original movie or the book that very well. I watched it in school and read it in school. Didn't really pay attention that much. So yeah, so I can't really compare it that well to those. But but as a movie itself, it stands alone pretty well. It's a really good movie. It's not the greatest movie I've seen all year. It's like people are giving it like 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, like, I can see why. I can understand. I can really see why. But there's a little problems with the movie, but not that much. It's more of a nitpick, really. Not really that big of a deal type of stuff. But it's something I just can't get over when I watch it, and it's like I wish they added a little bit more to it. But before we get into the negatives, I just want like this movie is like shot very well. It's directed by Steven Spielberg, um, and he's done really great work in the past. So I was really excited to see this. The dancing, the musical part of the movie, it was great. Like there's a lot of great musical numbers and dance sequences. When it comes to, like there's like a couple of dance sequences in the street. There's even one that takes place in a police station. With certain characters that are part of the Jets. Ansel and Rachel do pretty well in this movie. Like they're the best part about it. But when it comes to their characters falling in love, it's just like rushed. It's kind of like really. It's like there's no really character development at the beginning of the movie really with them. It's like because it's first sight. I understand like, oh, you see a pretty girl and you want to go talk to her and dance with her and all that. But there's a line after that where he says, "I want to live with her forever." I'm like, you only know her name. You don't even know anything about her. What makes you want to live with her forever? Like, do some character development before something like that. And I mean, like, and there's character development after that. Like him telling him about a backstory about what happened to him, to her, and next some stuff with her. But he's already in love with her, so it's kind of just tagged on type of stuff. It doesn't feel like they're earning that trust that they should have. It just does. I feel like they should have swapped the scenes first. And next, he even finds her. This movie takes place in New York, one of the densest cities in the world, at least in the U.S. And he finds where she lives, like that in like 2 seconds. I'm like, okay, it's like that type of stuff at the beginning of the movie. It's not like terrible. It's like if you had this swapped a little bit and you added a little bit more to where it makes it a little bit more believable, then it would work. But it's just like there's scenes missing. It feels like there's scenes missing between, and him just kind of being a little of a creep and a little bit a stalker, if you could say. But yeah, besides that, everything else is great. The Sharks, the Jets, everyone in the movie does great work. Back to that backstory scene. There's a lot of repeating moments in this movie. There's the part at the beginning of the movie where he says like something bad happened to Tony, like where he had to go to prison and all that, and it's like blatant said out what he did to go to prison instead of having having that saved when he tells Rachel that later on. And so it's just like I wish they could have instead of blatant saying it and it's just redoing the scene again with a no excuse me with a different person. It's just like I don't know, I wish they maybe kept that as like a mystery. It's like, oh, he has a dark backstory, all right, and next we learn through his later on throughout what he's doing with the character building, like I mentioned, and next that makes us care a little bit more about the character instead of making it feel like it's a tacked on scene when he's already in love, so it doesn't really matter what's coming up next. because no matter what else he says or like what he does, he's no matter what in love with this person, and she's in love with him no matter what. So it's like this, it's like a little rushed. I don't know. Again, I don't remember the book or the original that well. It could have been like that in the original. Whenever it comes to a remake, I don't know if this was scene by scene like the original, but it's always better to, you can always improve no matter what it is. You can all, besides if it's The Lion King and the Disney remakes, you can't improve that. But so like, you can always improve on the original, and even if there's scenes that are not like the greatest, it's like you can improve that. You can make it better. And so when people say that it was like yeah, the original, it's like I don't care. Make it better then. Another thing I just don't like. What is up with the movies like casting really like older actors that are trying to pass themselves as high schoolers, because they're supposed to be high schoolers, and I don't buy them as high schoolers at all. Even one of the guys have a mustache in the movie. It's like, are you sure you are in high school? Are you sure you're not a pervert? You're not? Okay. I'm going to give West Side Story 2021 a B+. It's not a terrible movie, just a little bit more of like, a work on certain scenes, and next, adding or switching, scenes around. It would have made it better, and it would have made it a cohesive story instead of some, oh, they're in love, alright, you gotta buy it. Screw character development. Anyway guys, let me know what you guys thought of the new West Side Story down below in the comment section below. Remember, you can also join my Discord. Everything's linked down below. All my social media, Instagram, Twitter, all that's down below. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. Like always, I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye guys.